Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to another reaction video. We're here again at 3 a.m. And hey, with another hair color. At this point you guys probably know what this is all about, so sorry that this has been so frequent lately, but I'm just going through like a pretty bad spell at the moment. Yeah. So I'm trying to have some fun with it. It's actually kind of fun just dressing up a little bit, playing around with it. So I hope you guys don't mind too much. But yeah, so we are here for episode 3 of Loki, and I'm pretty excited about this. I've been really enjoying this show so far, and they left us on a pretty big cliffhanger at the end of the last one with the reveal of the variant being a apparently female version of Loki, but now I'm seeing a lot of things online suggesting that it isn't actually Loki as like a female Loki so much as it's Loki's alternate dimension sister or something along those lines, or that she's a variation of some of the Enchantress character, but they're just changing that story up a little. So there's a lot of possibilities. I'm really curious to see where this is gonna go. Yeah, and like I said, it just kind of shifted into overdrive last episode and moved a lot faster than I was anticipating. So I'm hyped to get into this. I don't want to wait any longer. Let's do it. Episode 3 of Loki. Here we go. That's where she went. So he's gonna be following her there. All right. Okay, so I guess they are still in there. I was like, they're gonna be running off to somewhere else entirely, but no. Oh! Did you not realize that her magic wouldn't work there? He's like, wait, she brought me back here? Oh, his weapons. His weapons were in there. Nice.
Few questions.
Have you really got nothing else better to do?
Rude. Are you sure you're a Loki?
You're in my way.
You are my way. I thought perhaps we could work together. But now I see you lack vision. So Right.
Just give it back to me. You don't even know how to recharge it.
Of course I do. Not the only tech savvy Loki.
Don't ever call me that.
Tech savvy?
No, a Loki. So you're just fully a magician then?
For my next trick, I'll make you disappear. Is that one of your powers?
Where did you send us?
Are you trying to control him?
What's he doing?
What are you doing?
You're trying to enchant me. It won't work.
Why? Because you're a magician.
No, because my mind is too strong.
Fine.
Look, are we really about to do this here, again?
Well, what do you propose instead?
I don't know. A truce? Pretty copy of me, Loki.
Good, because that's not who I am anymore. I'm Sylvie now.
Sylvie. Alright.
Is that what an alias?
That's not very Loki like.
Yeah? What exactly makes a Loki a Loki?
Independence, authority, style.
So naturally you went to work for the boring
I don't work for them. I'm a consultant.
You don't know what you want.
Oh yeah? What about you? Your years in the making plan was to tear the place down, create the ultimate power vacuum, and then just walk away. I'd never have done that.
Yeah? Well, I'm not
force is no substitute for diplomacy and guile. It's remarkable that you ever made it as far as you did. Sorry about that.
Don't be that guy.
Hello, dear.
Trees?
It's been a long time.
This is gonna backfire.
You're as beautiful as ever.
Yeah! I knew it. That didn't work out so well.
Which one was
Oh, yes. Even at the end of the world, the rich people getting on board. Rich people getting their tickets and sauntering on board with their luggage, and everybody else waiting in line to see who lives and who dies. We'll see. We'll see. It's always the same.
Well, this looks fun.
Come on. To them.
We're doing this one my way. It's a great plan.
I mean, that seems like a decent plan, right?
You know, when I was young, she'd do these little bits of magic for me. Turn a flower into a frog or cast fireworks over the water. It all seemed impossible, but she told me that one day I'd be able to do it too, because I can do anything. See?
Not bad.
She was the kind of person you want to believe in you.
Sounds like she does.
No, she did.
Oh, until I got her killed. Where'd you learn
Where'd you
to?
learn to do that? You know, that
I
Whatever
taught
it is.
myself.
you taught yourself that magic.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you just go into their minds and project some sort of illusion?
Wouldn't it be easier if I just
Enchanted me and make you give you the 10 No, thank you.
mask? Champagne? Would-be princesses? Or perhaps another prince?
A bit of both. I suspect the same as you, but nothing ever.
Real.
You can't fall in love with yourself.
Love is mystic.
Oh God, you. Oh no.
No. Love is. Something I might have to have another drink to think about.
You do realise we're about to try and hijack the power source to a civilization's only hope.
I do.
It's not going to be easy. We should rest.
Right? You relax your way, and I'll relax mine.
Oh God. Listen, you can't fall in love with yourself. Oh no.
Wow, I did take quite the fumble.
You arsehole. You killed us!
Maybe we can fix it. Okay?
You're not a serious man.
You're right. I'm a god.
You're a clown. You got drunk on the train.
I'm hedonistic. That's what I do.
I'm hedonistic. A lot more than you, I assure you. But never at the expense of the mission.
Oh, the mission? The mission? What, your glorious purpose? Give me a break. You can't beat them.
Whoa.
Yeah, and everyone on it is killed.
Including us.
Yes, including us.
What about the Ark?
The Ark never leaves because it's destroyed. So what, we hijack the Ark and make sure it gets off this moon?
So it gets a plan.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
It's one solution. Better than just dying.
And you call me a magician.
That young soldier from the TVA, her mind was messed up, everything clouded. I had to pull a memory from hundreds of years prior.
Hundreds
before
of.
she even fought for them.
What? What did you say?
Mm.
Before she joined the TVA?
Yeah, she was just a regular person.
Ooh.
Loved margaritas.
I was told that everyone who works at the TVA was created by the Time Keepers.
Guess they lied.
Ridiculous. They're all variants, just like us.
They don't know that.
Reports are right.
They're like, oh shit, oops, I guess that's one reason it doesn't take off. Well, that was episode 3, and that felt like a short episode, right? Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I wasn't expecting it to be over that soon. Yeah, so, alright, so a couple things. One, a lot of the speculation that people had ahead of time that they were discussing online. Oh, and Nala has joined us. Hi, Nala. That the speculation online, the discussions of her being Sylvie and not actually a Loki. I don't feel like we've really necessarily clarified anything. She is Sylvie, all right. She's not exactly the same as Loki, but it still seems like she's a variant of Loki, just maybe like a female version, and she calls herself Sylvie. She doesn't want to be called Loki for whatever reason. So that's not exactly the same as some people were speculating that she's actually like a sister of Loki, like if there never was a Loki but a girl was born instead and then adopted, or that she's this Enchantress character, or the character Sylvie, who I guess in the story gained powers from Loki and was like calling herself Enchantress, but was, I guess, I don't know, it's complicated. But from the way they've made it sound so far, she actually is a Loki variant, but she just wants to be called Sylvie, and her situation when she was young was a bit different. She was adopted, but she knew immediately, but somehow like her mother, I guess, wasn't around from the time she was very young, and she had to teach herself her abilities, so that's why partially they developed these different sorts of abilities. So they have a lot of similarities in personality, but then some crucial differences that come from the upbringing, so it's interesting. But again, I think it hasn't really been fully explained yet if she actually is just a Loki variant with these differences, or if it's something else that's going on entirely, and I feel like it could be anything at this point. I do think it's interesting, so they also made it clear that the TVA agents, everybody that works for the TVA, so that includes Owen Wilson and all of them, and including the one woman that they showed her taking over at the beginning, and in the last episode, that they're not created by the TVA to control everything. It's actually that they basically were variants similar to these two at one point, but I guess they were just, instead of just reset or whatever, they were taken by the TVA and brainwashed into thinking that they never had this previous life wherever they came from or whatever happened, and that they always worked for the TVA, and then kind of they're being used in whatever position that they have, whether they're like a soldier person or a clerk behind a desk in the bureaucracy or whatever, and they believe that they've never experienced anything, and they, I guess, lose, but their memories must still be in there somewhere because she's able to trigger it. And I think it was interesting because when she's saying this to Loki, he's like, well, they don't know that. And then that so of course raises possibilities in the future of them trying to reveal this information to all of the TVA agents, and then maybe trying to get some of them on their side to to change whatever is actually going on. And of course, it also lends credence to the idea that the TVA is not really this benevolent force in any way, shape, or form, and that they have a particular underlying goal, and that they're not who they say they are, which I think we can pretty much all agree is probably the case. Yeah, so it was interesting. I enjoyed their conversations, the two of them. They were fun together, funny, entertaining. I, again, Loki, just keep in mind, you can't fall in love with yourself. Don't fall in love with yourself. That'd be weird. But you know, if any character is going to do that, this is who it would be. So we'll see what happens. So now we have to see how they're going to get out of this situation. Is Mobius going to somehow be able to track them and come in and pull them out in the nick of time? Maybe that didn't actually get destroyed and that was a false false one that Loki created to kind of trick her for some reason, and we'll find that out in the future. Maybe there will be some other way off. I don't know. But clearly, I mean, they're not going to just die there. There's going to be more that happens, but yeah, so it was entertaining. I wish it kind of hadn't ended on that bit of a cliffhanger there and that the episode hadn't been shorter. It seemed like it went really fast, but it was entertaining. It was very fun. So looking forward to the rest of it. I'm sad that there's only 6 episodes, but yeah, I guess it'll have to continue to progress quickly. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. So on behalf of Nala and myself, thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.